Alright, so what is good, everybody on YouTube? This is of course your boy B, Bullet RC, coming at you guys again with yet another YEEZY. And today, listen, the weekend is almost over, so y'all know what time it is. Let's get into this week's Heat or Hype, where we get into the latest sneaker releases, sneaker rumors, or anything I want to talk about in the sneaker or streetwear world. That is what we do here today. And remember, if I don't talk about a shoe, either I forgot about it, didn't edit it in, or it was just that basura that I did not want to expose y'all to it. But this week, I don't know what it is about some of these shoes and slides and Crocs, and we gonna get into it, bro. I'm gonna expose you to it just in a little while. But this week we actually got some updates, some big release date news, and some shoes that we didn't know if they were gonna drop or not are now supposedly dropping. So you already know what we gotta do. Let's not waste no more time. Let's get into this week's Heat or Hype. And of course, as always, make sure you drop a like on this vid. So first things first, obviously a lot of release dates have been getting pushed around back and forth, and it seems like the DMP Air Jordan 6 will be dropping on April 18th. Yes, these in full family sizing will be dropping on the 18th of April. This date on this shoe has changed probably 4 to 5 times by now, but it seems like the last one will be April 18th. Like I said, full family sizing. If you have not seen a full review on these, I got it live right now. But I just wanted to update y'all because I know a lot of people are waiting for these bad boys right here. Next up, we actually got a quick update from one of the stories last week, and that is that the Pine Green Air Jordan 4 is now here. It is now confirmed. JB recently showed off all the summer releases, and while we covered a lot of them, one of the releases that we were waiting on was a Pine Green 4, like a confirmation. Now, it isn't exactly just like the old Pine Greens, I believe it was like a flat plastic. It is a metallic Pine Green Air Jordan 4. Either way, it's a cop. I've been telling y'all it's a cop. Metallic or flat colored, it's a cop. And this is actually a part of that pack, that summer metallic Air Jordan 4 pack, where you have now green, purple, red, and orange. For me personally, I'm gonna cop the green. Nothing wrong with the other colorways. It's just I want the Pine Greens, bro. I've talked about them enough, so now you know. There's no set and solid release date yet, though. Of course, summer 2020. Another small feet ganger for the ladies out there. This is an Air Jordan 11 Low, and this is another one of those summer colorways. This one is called the Concord Sketch. It's basically a flip on the Air Jordan 11 Concord. You get a lot more of the Concord purple on the patent leather on the upper. Mostly a white upper. You got black on the guts, black on the inside, black on the back of the tongue. It's not a bad colorway. If this released in men's, would I be sweating it? No. Y'all know I'm just not a big 11 Low fan. It's the same for me with the ones. Like, okay, an Air Jordan 1 mid, okay, cool, but I feel like this colorway would have looked way better on the high top, and I feel the same way about this Air Jordan 11 Low. There's nothing wrong with them. It's an 11, it's a low top, so people still buy them in the summer, so I don't really know how this colorway is going to go. It's simple enough, but with everything going on, who knows? And before I forget, the release date on these is May 22nd. No set and solid retail yet. Up next, we got another collab with New Balance on the 827. Now, this one is between Stray Rats and New Balance. These just popped up. These are supposed to be dropping in May of this year, 2020. And right now, they're being called the Sewer Stompers. Now, when I first saw this shoe, I kind of compared it to obviously the other 827 or 827 that just dropped Aim Leon Door. This one's a lot darker of a hue. At first, kind of gave me beef and broccoli vibes just a little bit, but with a little bit of a color pop with the purple and the red on the New Balance logo on the laces, kind of almost like a really bright infrared color on these. So for me personally, I'm actually digging this colorway. I think it's a nice brown. It's kind of low key. I know some people might not be big fans of this particular colorway, but this is another one, like, if you see somebody with it, it's an if you know, you know type sneaker. And I actually feel these. Again, release date is supposedly May 2020. No set and solid release date. Stray Rats and New Balance with the Sewer Stompers. Very interesting name. I'm probably going to use that term for some Basuda, but these definitely not Basuda. We got another Air Jordan 11 Low. Now, these ones drop on May 23rd for a retail of $185. Pretty high retail for a low top sneaker, but it is an 11, so you know they're gonna hack it up a little bit. And this one blends the Concord and the Bread 11. Again, you just make it a mid top, make it a high top, whatever you want to call the regular 11s, and it would have sold out. It would have sold out with no problem. Now, do I think this one will sell out? Yeah, it's white, black, and red, and it's a Jordan. Plus, it's an 11. Plus, it's a low. Plus, it's going to be hot outside. People love 11s, and seemingly they love low top 11s in the summer. Y'all know how I feel. This is going to be a pass for me. Not a bad shoe at all, but I mean, I really don't got anything really good to say about it. It's just, it's okay. Cool, black, red, and white. An 11 low. This was a layup type colorway. Obviously, this one will work. Up next, we got some SB news. Now, this SB is supposed to be dropping in May. Again, another summer release. Like I told y'all, we got a lot of summer stuff to talk about. And this one is called the Laser Orange colorway. I'm going to keep it a buck. When I first saw it, I was like, I feel like these remind me of an SB that I wanted. And it is, of course, the Newcastle SBs. But then I had to be honest with myself again and say, I feel like you're reaching a little bit, bro. I feel like I was reaching to somehow equate these to the Newcastles when they're nowhere near on that type of level of SB. Not even like an alternate Newcastle, but that's just what I thought of. And that's because I still want a pair of Newcastles. Now, am I going to buy one at this point because the prices are crazy? No. Now, these are going to cost a lot less. These are going to retail for $100. Again, we're talking about releases in May and June and summer. A lot of new info, so we don't have any set in stone release dates yet on these. Just know it's another pair of the GR SBs that are going to be releasing pretty soon. Up next, we actually got a brand new, pretty fire pair of Blazer Mid 77s. Now, you guys can see them right here, and they have an alternate like snakeskin swoosh with the red and the blue. Still one of the best spring and summer sneakers at about, what, 100 to 120 bucks. And I didn't tell y'all before, but Nike's actually having a 25% off sale on footwear, and they put like the Nike factory store online. Obviously, with everything going on, a lot of people are switching everything to online or making sure to list everything they have online, and Nike is having a pretty big sale. So I make sure to link it down in the description below. I meant to mention it before and let people know I linked it in the description form, but if y'all want to check that out, the link will be there. Back to the Blazers though. Again, I mean, the leather from these photos looks pretty nice. The red and the blue is going to be a nice kind of low-key July 4th sneaker, which now that I'm thinking about it, that would make a lot of sense. I mean, what more do y'all need me to say? I told y'all already it's one of the best sneakers out there, especially bang for your buck at right around $100. And now some colorways are going for, I think that Optic Yellow is like $60 right now on Nike. So again, like I said, I will link it down below, but let's get to the next shoe. Up next, we had the Cinder Reflective Yeezy 350s drop on Yeezy Supply. I was one of the sad souls that left my computer up for, what was it, like 3 hours? It was just loading and the sale kept saying sale on hold and the sale would go. I had that shit up on my computer screen and my phone for no reason. It was a complete waste of 3 hours of power and Wi-Fi off my computer, off my phone. For anyone who was like really on it and just staring at their screen, man, I feel sorry for you because that was like 3 hours of your life you can't get back. Now, if you hit, then cool. My homie actually hit me with the link and I just got out there. Did I really think I was going to get a pair? No. But if I got a pair, I got a pair. And again, like, it's just sitting on your phone or sitting on your computer for 3 hours just to see if you got a sneaker is like, I don't know, it's kind of frustrating, and I didn't really even care. Imagine if I really wanted the shoe. I don't know, man. I guess it's someone trying to buy something. I gotta sit here for 3 hours and I don't even get anything. I don't know what was going on with the site, but that was a trash ass release coming from Yeezy Supply for sure. But hey, if you're watching and you really want them and you got them, a salutes. I already know since he's got a little bit of reflective on, they're probably gonna go for more than some of the regular Yeezys out there. Up next, we actually got some more Nike Dunk news and not the SB type. This is just a regular Nike Dunk low. Now we got 3 pairs on the way. First up, we have this Varsity Maze pair that looks like an old pair of Dunks called the Brazil colorway. Now, all of these are just mock-ups, but they should be dropping pretty soon. Now, like I said, we got 3. That was just the first one, which is basically a Brazil colorway. Next up, we have the St. John's colorway, which is University red and white. Red and white, pretty simple. And then last up, we have a University Orange and Marine, which is a blue, orange, and white colorway. Again, all of these just kind of popped up, and all of these are actually mock-ups of the shoes. If they do drop, they'll probably be similar to the Syracuse and Kentucky versions of the Dunk Lows that just retroed not too long ago. Now, in some Yeezy news, we got 2 quick release dates that I just want to confirm with you guys. The Yeezy 700 V3 All Black, the Alva colorway, is going to be dropping on April 11th. And another colorway of the Yeezy MNVN, call them the minivans, and a bone colorway should be dropping on April 25th. Now, those minivans are going to be retailing for $220. You guys can see them right here. This was one of the colorways I believe we saw a few months ago, along with the orange and the black. Of course, the orange and the black dropped first. Y'all know I'm not the biggest fan of this version of the sneaker. I still think the V1 and the V2 look better than these, but again, they cost $8 more. These cost $8 less. They cost the same as, I would probably say Yeezy's best-selling sneaker, which is a 350 V2, which makes complete sense. Oh, and also the Alvas, they're gonna retail for $200 right on the dot. Okay, so let's go ahead and get into this week's Basuda of the week. Now, obviously, with everything going on, a lot of the releases have kind of slowed down. A lot of stuff has been pushed back, and the world just seems to be, you know, just slowing down a little bit. Everybody staying at home. Everybody just doing what they need to do at the crib. First up, I thought these were an April Fool's joke, and there was some April Fool's shoes that popped up on the feed. This one, unfortunately, is not. This is a collab between Beans and Crocs. Y'all see them right here. Have y'all ever seen a pair of Crocs and thought, hey, I would love a luxe pair of Crocs with leather, basically a loafer pair of Crocs? No, you haven't? Yeah, me neither. Now the retail on these is $90. And again, I thought this was an April Fool's joke, which should tell you how I feel about these trash Basuda weird Croc things that are coming out. It's weird because I've talked about Crocs in this last, 2020 and the end of 2019 more than I ever have in my entire life. And that's because they're doing these really weird collabs. I don't know if it's a marketing move. If it is, then I mean, it makes sense. Y'all got me talking about them because that shit y'all putting out is, with exception to maybe like the Post Malone joints from what I've been seeing, most of it is pretty trash. Nobody wants Croc loafers, bro. Like, that's just, I don't know what they were thinking with these right here. And again, I think a few people actually tagged me on this post that I've seen it. And I looked at it and, again, I thought it was an April Fool's joke. And no, $90 luxe loafer leather Crocs. For the 2% of people out there that wanted to buy these, there you go. They're available on Beams right now if you want them. Now, this next joint right here is called the Astro Pop. Blam. Y'all see them right here. These shits is thicker than Donna from Black Ink Crew, New York. I feel like that just kind of explains itself. Like, I don't know how much else y'all want me. I mean, if you know, then you know. Like, I don't know. Nah, but for real, this shoe right here, I know people get on like the Balenciagas and a lot of the high fashion for going crazy with the soles, but bro, these joints got about 3 or 4 soles on them. I'm looking at them right here. You got the bottom sole, then you got the air, and then you have a little bit at the back. So you got about 2 soles. I mean, for some of us that are more, height challenged, you know what I mean? Vertically challenged people out there, salutes to y'all, nothing wrong with y'all. These will probably give you about 2 to 3 inches in height. So instead of being like this, you'll probably be like, something like this out the frame. And I just checked on my phone to see how much these joints cost right here. These cost $500, and they're actually on a pre-order right now. Now, I will say to give them credit because $25 goes towards what it says right here, the COVID-19 Student Resource Food Fund. So that's all in good. But if you're paying $500 for these, bro, I mean, either you just got money to burn or it's something else. Because these joints is garbage. Basuda, garbanzo beans, garbola juice, all that. And with that being said, that is it. That is all the Basuda of the week. Now, let's get back to the heat. We got some breaking news. The Japan Air Jordan 1 that dropped, I believe, what was it, like 2001. We just got this photo right here of the shoe, and this time it has Nike Air on the tongue instead of the Jumpman Air or Air Jordan logo. Again, this has just popped up. This is big rumor, big non-facts right now. Take it with a grain of salt. These might not actually drop. This might be some funny stuff from overseas, but they have popped up. And it is an out of nowhere retro of an Air Jordan 1, and it is a very interesting retro to kind of pull out of thin air. Now, when these originally dropped, there was only 2,001 pairs, and they all dropped in Japan. Now, if they re-retro, I'm not sure how widely available they would be. Again, it's brand new info. How would I know? But this one, in my opinion, will sell out with no problem. That's just how I feel. But yeah, Japan Air Jordan 1s from 2001 could be re-releasing this year in 2020. Now, last week, as soon as I got done doing the heater hype, y'all let me know that I missed out on a 350 V2 that just popped up. And this one is called the Israfil or the Israfil. As y'all can see right here, it's a gray and like gum kind of colorway of the Yeezy 350 V2. Kind of reminds me a little bit of the Mist. Obviously, it's not the same colors, but bluish grays with a tannish gum kind of color. It's somewhat similar. Now, is this a good colorway in my opinion? Nah, it's really not, especially from this colorway. Again, it could come out, it could look a little bit different, but this is just the leak photos we got right now. And if this is it, which it probably is, it's a pretty easy pass for me. Now, again, no release date yet. Brand new info, and thank y'all for letting me know. I just want to make sure I include that just to let y'all know, yes, I read y'all's comments. I seen y'all tell me, blame, here they go. Unfortunately, I'm just not a big fan. Now, this next story we got is a big one if it does indeed drop. Now, in August, I believe it's 15th, 2020, for 170, we're supposed to be getting a satin snake pair of Air Jordan 1s. And y'all see them. It's a satin snake version of the Chicago Air Jordan 1. Y'all already know. I ain't got to tell you, if this drops, it's going to be a problem. People are going to be going for them. I would be going for them. Now, y'all got to remember, this is just a mock-up. This is just a rumor at this point. It could look a little bit different, but this is what we got to work with right now. And for 170, I mean, at retail, it's an automatic cop. It's a satin Air Jordan 1, and it's colored like the Chicago's with a little bit of snakeskin on it. I mean, obviously, people could do without the snakeskin. Just a regular satin Air Jordan 1 would have worked, but okay, we got some snakeskin on it. And to go ahead and end off this week's heater hype, yes, we did a lot of speculating about some of the off-white Jordans that are releasing, and it seems that now we have a kind of approximate release date of when the plot twist Air Jordan 5 or off-white Air Jordan 5 is going to be dropping. And right now, people are saying August of 2020. So that means we could be getting an off-white Air Jordan 4 in a beige, a red off-white Air Jordan 4, as well as this brand new plot twist pair of off-white Air Jordan 5s, in addition to the grape off-white Air Jordan 5. So there's a lot of off-white Jordan news that could be happening later on this year. For right now, it's just speculation, it's just rumors, but I mean, the 4s, the 5s, the canary yellow 1s, we've already seen them. I mean, it seems like they're going to be coming out at some point. But listen, that is it, man. Make sure y'all drop a like on this vid. Again, that Nike link for their sale that's going on right now will be down below. But that is it, man. Much love to all the fam, followers, and of course supporters. You guys can follow me on Instagram, Twitter, SoundCloud, Snapchat. The Snapchat is bull.cb, by the way. Here, there. But of course, I ain't got no shoes. So, Bullet RC, and I'm gonna see you on the next video. I gotta go edit now. Much love as always, and more vids on the way. I just been kind of cooling this week, not trying to force the videos out there on y'all. And yeah, I just don't want to force it, so I'm not trying to rush myself to just drop a whole bunch of list videos that probably everyone's going to drop, and I'm probably going to end up dropping myself. But yeah, that's it, man. Much love. Peace. If you come here trying to take some, there's a lot more where that came from, and it really ain't no